What's going on, everybody? Jeremy here, Jeremy Hambly. You know my name on my new channel that is taking back my name and providing you with an additional video each day, uncensored and a little bit different than on all the other channels because, well, you know, some things just don't fit on the main channel. Now, Alex Jones is big mad at me, and I have to issue an apology to him because he did prove me incorrect, and I will talk about that. But also, I need to correct Alex Jones on something, all right? Alex Jones does not know the difference between this face, Salty Cracker, and Nerdrotic. Alex, I'm going to show up down in Austin, and I'm going to bring a picture of each of us. And if you can't put a name, the correct name on each sheet after this video, you're going to owe me a steak dinner. He literally, Alex, I love you, but I am not Salty Cracker and I'm not Nerdrotic, and they are not me. I think even D-Day Cobra gets mixed up into all this. But there's a video that came out that I'm going to show I'll show the video here. Alex is really mad at me.
This is the rest of the show asking for this. I'll go 10 hours on this. I sent the link. I'll go.
Now he's showing my video that is clearly says the quartering on it. Okay.
I'll go 10 hours asking for it. I'll go 10 hours. Some damn ad playing. Fine, I'll just quit the broadcast. It's not going to happen. It's too impossible. No, that's not Jake Shields. That's Salty Cracker.
First of all, he calls me, he thinks I'm Jake Shields, which I definitely am not. But he was really mad because my video said that that he fired Owen Shroyer, and he corrected that. And so I want to talk about it. Okay. Owen Shroyer was the first thing, and I still like Owen and I like Alex. And I hope that they can be friends. And I hope that he can, and I hope that they can be friends after this. I hope they can work together after this. And I hope, you know, that the feelings subside. But Alex Jones did clear up. He did not fire Owen Shroyer. Owen Shroyer quit. And I have not seen Owen refute this. Again, even in my original video covering this, I know what it's like. It's like two guys working, you know, two guys work together. They get emotional. You got two alpha personalities here. And I felt like it was pretty clear in my video that, you know, that we don't really know what happened. Sometimes you get fired. Sometimes you get quit. Sometimes you say, you can't quit. You're fired. All sorts of interesting stuff happens. But after Alex says some of this stuff, I'd say it's pretty clear that Owen did quit.
You are a rat. You are a fraud. You are a backstabber. You are a handbiter. You are a disgrace. And let me say something else about you.
Okay.
Even before he went to prison for 4 months, and we did the crowdfunding, raised, fought everything for him, all that, he stopped talking to the crew very much and didn't have a good...
By the way, to be clear, I still like both of these guys. I just think it was two people who were like destined to separate. I think Alex had a bit of a crash out, but I think it's because he was friends with Owen, you know, and he feels betrayed.
Attitude, was pissed off all the time. And then it got to where he'd show up right before the show, wouldn't even talk to the crew. He'd walk by me and say something like, you know, just start laughing at me. Like, again, I'm not in junior high, so it didn't hurt me at that level. It hurt me that he was just like, yeah, I heard you. Yes. Oh, and we can go further. When The Onion, backed by Bloomberg, did the fraudulent auction and got caught in all of that back in November, on November 13th, and I said, we're not leaving. This is a fraud. I'm filing emergency motion. The judge found it to be a fraud. Got a 2-day hearing on all that. Owen just left and just called the producer and said, I'm done. I quit. even though we have a backup studio, I told everybody, hey, it's going to be fine. We have new backers, all this stuff. If we get shut down, he's like, I'm gone. Starts announcing, is this the time? Because InfoWars being shut down, he thinks, announce his new network and funding and all this stuff. And then we're back the next day, and Owen just shows back up and does his show.
So, again, I think Owen was probably ready to start his own thing. He stayed around. I was like this. When I used to work for a marketing agency, I wanted to start my own marketing agency. And when I quit, I didn't do it with grace. But you see, Alex Jones exposes why Owen Shroyer really quit to stage a publicity stunt and promote himself by falsely implying that he was being censored. Alex, again, Sarah Field saying, Owen offered you an olive branch and the opportunity to have a discussion with each other in public, but you refused. Therefore, I know whose side I'll be taking. I'm not taking anybody's side. You know, I'm not taking anybody's side here, but I do have to issue a correction. I like both these guys.
You are a snake.
Yeah, you know.
It's like, I'm just leaving because, I know I can't talk about Trump, and, I know it hurts Jones's access, and, he really, all innuendo. Didn't have the guts to just tell the pure lie that I told him to do stuff, which I didn't. And a bunch of other stuff. I haven't even watched half of it. It's just so painful to watch. He's sitting there manipulating and wriggling around like a snake, trying to make it as bad as he can, but skate the edge so he can say, I never did that. Because he's got the whole crew knows it's not true. He's got the other hosts that know it's not true. He then runs on air and is like, I just wanted to come back for a week.
Yeah, I want to give Alex this.
And shake his hand and thank him. But he didn't. He doesn't want to be my friend. Meanwhile, let me tell you how it is. I mean, literally, yeah, no, it's all over. There's nothing. You can't get me back. I tell you, though, if you're really desperate. And he said that, and I went, excuse me? There was more, and he goes, well, I mean, if you want to do something really desperate. And he was really...
Now, there are a lot of people say, Jeremy, you got this wrong. So I think it's fair to say, a lot of people believe in Owen, and I believe Alex has kind of insinuated this, that Owen and Alex were never friends. Alex even said that they really never hung out together. Plus, when Owen thought The Onion bought InfoWars, Owen put on his track shoes and ran. That is, that nobody's, Owen did not refute that. I think he's probably been looking out for a while.
Really getting off on it. And I'm like going, this is an evil son of a bitch, man. Wow, I had a snake around here. Manipulating. And to just disregard it because you're a loyal person. And then to see that individual betray not just you, but the crew and the idea.
Look, maybe we won't know exactly what happened, but I've been a part of business relationships that ended in this way. It's usually not someone being fired or somebody quitting. It's usually not as, it's not as cut and dry as that. And you know what? I like Owen and I like Alex, and I'm just saying these are two men in their feelings a little bit. Owen's doing what he has to do to get his business launched. Alex is doing what he has to do to protect his business. I think, ultimately, I wish them both the best. Owen's got a give, send, go going here where he's raised 32,000 of the 30,000 he needed. So that's great. So he hit his goal. And I wish him the best. And when he's ready to launch his new case, when he's ready to launch his new news network, I'll have him on to help, shine a light on it. Anytime Alex wants to be on my show, he's welcome. I'll always defend Alex and I'll always defend Owen because both guys have always been good to me. I think Owen probably left because money and because he wanted to do his own thing and he wanted to put his own stamp on things. I get that. I totally get that. And I'm happy for both of these people. I think cooler heads will prevail. But the real issue I have, Alex, just so we're clear, this is the quartering. Okay? Me, Jeremy. You could just call me Jeremy. Jeremy from the quartering. Okay? This is me. Okay? Now I'm going to show you who Salty Cracker is. Alex, I love you, buddy. I'm not mad. Okay? This is Salty Cracker. A thinner, better looking version of me. But we are in fact different people. We're in fact different people. Now, I also want to point out, this is Gary from Nerdrotic. You've been on all of our shows. We are actually different people. So this is Gary, Alex. Okay? Gary, Salty Cracker, the quartering. This is your homework this weekend. And Alex, you know, either Alex and Owen, I hope that cooler heads prevail. And I'm really, you know, I'm hoping that you'll look back at this and this will be better for both of you. And everybody will be happy. And, you know, Salty Cracker, there. This is the quartering. Salty Cracker, quartering. Salty Cracker, quartering. I hope that we look closer together because that'll mean I lose a bunch of weight. But white guy with glasses can't tell the difference, I guess. But Gary doesn't have glasses. Oh, wait, yes, he does. Oh, no. Well, Alex, I love you, buddy. I'm correcting the story. Owen quit, but I think it was still probably more mutual than, you know, either of you are letting on. But I love you both, and I appreciate you both. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, by the way.